I was giving evidence to a select committee of parliamentarians about Catherine being harassed by paparazzi, and I was speaking up, saying how difficult it was for her. And I remember William telling me that he couldn't get married till he was 30 because he had to go into the army, the navy, the air force, he had to go to business school. And so I said during this meeting that William told me that he can't get married till he's 30. So everybody assumed that I meant he can't get married to Kate till he's 30. I didn't mean that. I just meant just said he couldn't get married to anyone. And of course, it was a big story at the time. But and the following April, this was in March, and then the following April, they split up. But later on, in the July, there was a concert for Diana, 10th anniversary concert at Wembley Stadium, and at the concert was Kate and Catherine, and I can remember very clearly them two sitting down deep in conversation. And so that's when it came on. And then I said to William, when they got engaged, William invited a few of us to go and meet Catherine beforehand, have some tea with them. And I said, why did you split up? And he said, you know, I had to be certain that this was the right girl for me. He said, because I want this marriage to last forever. And I suppose that tells you everything. They did everything together. They were absolutely inseparable. They had the best tree house any children could want at their home in Highgrove. They had just a great life. And Harry, I remember Harry making a speech when he was about 25, 26, saying his main role in life was to support William, because he knew that William was going to one day be the king. He would need Harry, need to support him. Really, really joy to work with Harry. And then it all changed, you know. One day he just stopped talking to us. He just cut us all dead. And it was probably because Meghan was getting some pretty tough, well, difficult things being written about her. And Meghan, you know, I must say, for that first 18 months, I went everywhere with them, and they were just sensational. You know, they were like rock stars. The kids were crazy for them, and Meghan was really brilliant. She was doing selfies with them, autographs, posing for them. I mean, she was having a fabulous time. This is a great country. Here, Harry was somebody very special here. He was a prince of the realm. In California, he's just another celebrity in a town full of celebrities, and I just hope he's happy, because I don't see anything. He seems to be miserable most of the time. Let me just say, when we did a trip with Harry, I remember we were in Colorado Springs once with him, and we were doing the Warrior Games, which is when the injured troops from different nations have sports with each other. And at the end of the trip, Harry said, right, all meet in the pub tonight, 6 o'clock. And we all met in the pub, and he turned up, and we had an hour and a half of exchanging ideas, exchanging viewpoints, getting things, clear the air things, but a lot of laughter as well. And at the end of it all, Harry picked up the tab. And we did that there, we did that in Australia, we did that in Jamaica, we did that everywhere we went with him. With Meghan, it all stopped overnight. And I feel sad about that, because Harry had a great relationship with the media, but this schism between the two brothers is very strong. And they're both a little hot-headed. You heard in that one of those interviews, they were screaming at each other in the room while the Queen was sitting there. How embarrassing was that, you know? So, but then brothers do scream at each other, but you don't normally go out and share it with the rest of the world. You just get over it, and you apologize, and you go down the pub and sort it out. But this one's going to take a lot of sorting out, I'm afraid.